November 25th is the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women. And here in Montreal, there is a new institute being created to help those who work with victims of domestic violence. The ECHO Institute will offer training, expert knowledge, and other tools. Joining us now to talk more about this is Camille Pratt-Dumas from the Coalition of Shelters for Women Victims of Domestic Violence. So Camille, talk to us more about this institute and what difference do you think it will make?
Well, what we're trying to do with this institute is really help professionals that are in contact with women victims of domestic violence. So, in the last few years, we've started offering some trainings to some professionals, like police and some sectors in community organizations. And what most professionals tell us is that they want to help victims, and sometimes they have suspicion that someone they're working with is living through domestic violence, but they don't know what to do. They don't know how to approach that subject because it can be really a sensitive subject. Sometimes they feel shame around it, and they want to help the victims, but they feel that like they're ill-equipped to do that. So we're really trying to give them tools, give them training, and really like hands-on knowledge of what to do day to day in their practice with the victims, how to really act on it.
We know many times the signs of domestic violence can be missed by these professionals. So what are the warning signs of domestic violence that people should be looking out for?
There are many signs, and a lot of them can be really subtle. So it can be hard to say like, oh, you should look out for this sign because if you see that, it's definitely domestic violence. A lot of the time, it will be much more subtle than that. It's more coercive control that we call it. So it's when a victim is isolated, when she can't make her own decisions for herself, when she's scared of her partner. So these are the kind of signs that could help us identify it. But sometimes it will be like a victims that can't go out alone, that they're always with their partner. Sometimes it can be victims that can't access their own money, even if they're working, things like that through economic abuse. But it can be hard to spot. There's not like signs that are really intense that everybody will know that it's domestic violence. That's why it's so important that professionals are trained to recognize those subtle signs. So in our trainings, we will really focus on the signs that each professional will see in their practice, because the signs that a nurse will notice, say, will not be the same signs that a social worker might notice in their practice.
So of course there's identifying victims, the warning signs, but then there's having the resources to help them out. So what is being done about that? Do we have enough resources and financing in Quebec?
Unfortunately, we do not. So right now we have a campaign where we're trying to get the government to give more money to our shelters, because a lot of shelters would like to be able to help more victims, would like to be able to offer more services, but they can't because they don't have the resources. We know that a lot of professionals too would like to get some training to know how to help victims better and be better equipped for that, but they don't have enough resources for that either. There's been a lot of budget cuts in the last few years, in the last few months in the government. So that has a big impact on professionals, their ability to help, and on how victims will be helped too.
Okay, Camille Pratt-Dumas, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for inviting me.